How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hopefully it's having a lovely day. It's a good time to be a Reds fan once again. Reds winners of 7 straight. Reds a team down in the doghouse, looking bad. May falling apart. April started strong. May fell apart. Tough stretch. We knew it going into May. The Reds had to find a way to get through May. They could have went 500. Beautiful. But it was a tough stretch. Out west, a lot of playoff teams in that schedule. All of a sudden, you enter June and start to think, what's happening? Is this just the Reds being the Reds? You know, they got our hopes up, fell back down the drain. Falling apart, can't hit, pitching was struggling a little bit there. Just seemed like they couldn't piece together wins. Much like last season, you entered the month of June, a little deja vu, if you will. Entered the month of June, 8, 9, 10 games below 500. And you start to scratch your head looking up at that division, watching the Brewers run off of the division. You start to scratch your head, you start to wonder, what's going on with these Red Legs? And you look, you got to remember, it was pretty much the same time last year because it was amidst this 7-game win streak. Elly De La Cruz cranked that home run on his 1-year anniversary in the league. Remember, Cruz coming up last season, one of them big sparks for this Reds team. Comes in again, home run. It was about this time last season. Will Benson, what's going on with entering the season at this point last year, Will Benson felt like it was just, guy brought him up, whatever. It's not going to work out. He just wasn't he wasn't putting together major league at bats. He wasn't. Whatever. It was going to happen. You was going to call up 9 prospects. They were going to have a couple that wasn't going to pan out. That's okay. Then you remember Will Benson, the big home run, the emotion behind it last season changed the trajectory of his career, his season. Ended up being a big part of this offense last season. This season, Will Benson, again, the last month, 6 weeks, it's been a struggle for Will Benson. All of a sudden, Reds hit that 7-game win streak. Will Benson batting 400 in that span. Are we seeing this Red Legs team once again? Maybe some slow early starters on this team. You get to the warmer months, team starts clicking better. Benson batting 400 in the last 7 days. India batting 389 in the last 7 days. Tyler Stevenson batting in the 360s. Candelario 308. 7, 8 game hit streak he's got going on. The bats are heating up. Every player with 10 ABs in the last 7 days during this win streak, all batting 250 or better. All but 2 batting 280 or better. Figuring things out on the offense. Pitching. Lodolo, man, has he been a stud since he's come back from the IL. Abbott's put together 2 outings here of late. Quality outings once again. We know Abbott's potential. He can string together a lot of good outings. We've seen him do it last season. Montas through the scoreless outing there for the Reds as well. Things are clicking. Reds are playing well. They're winning 1 run. Was it 1-11? Was it worse than that? Was it 1-12, 1-13? I'm trying to think what it was. It wasn't pretty. In 1-run baseball games. Reds winning them now. Winning the close ones. Things working for the Reds. Even against opponents. Forget about what they're doing. Let's talk about, Reds killers. Ian Happ. We know the damage this guy's done against the Cincinnati Reds. 0 for 11 so far in this series. Now, we ain't seen Sunday's game results yet. 0 for 11. That's a big deal. Guys like him changed the game, changed the outcome of the games facing the Reds. Shohei came in here, Reds played the Dodgers. We've seen how the Reds did a really good job of keeping him at bay. The little things of keeping opposing teams' best hitters in check, ever so important. Reds playing good baseball right now. Now the question is, can they sustain it? You obviously ain't going to play this 7 game, going to win every game the rest of the season, but we've seen it last season. We've seen it this season. Good April, bad May, good June. Last season, bad April, okay May, great June. July, August, and then the trend down real quickly. It was September, right? Kind of fell off the side. They had a chance. Yeah, it was September because nobody wanted it, right? Was it the Diamondbacks, Giants? There was a lot of teams right there in that last wild card spot. It just seemed like none of them wanted it. Reds were in contention the entire month despite the struggles. So the question is, can these young guys, can David Bell and company piece together consistency? We know that Candelario's got that ability to get hot for a couple months. We know that Will Benson can get. We know that's just what guys do. The question is, can we see that consistent rotation that you see the Reds doing or winning well? We just brought it up. Tephenson, Benson, India. You're not your big name. You're obviously your good players, but not your Steers, your De Cruzes, your McLean's obviously not here. Your core that you expect to always be consistent. What are you getting out of the rest of your lineup? When those guys are hitting well, you're winning those games. Ever so important, because you're gonna always see that rotation. When you do get guys like McCullough back, or you do get guys like Marte back. You bring those guys in. Can they provide a spark? If you can consistently get a spark, a couple guys in that lineup always hitting well. Couple guys in that rotation always, being that stabilizing or stabilizing factor where it's like, oh, you lost 2 in a row. All right, well, Abbott's going to come to the mound. He don't care if we lost 12-1 and 13-7. He's going to go out here and give you 6 scoreless innings, get this team back on track. Ever so important to have those type of pieces. And with the Reds this season, we'll see. Will time tell if they can finally get that figured out? Because if they can, as we've always mentioned, a young core. They can get the consistency going. They're a scary baseball team for a really long time. Nonetheless, love y'all's thoughts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.